As I'm recording this, we are a few days out from the release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's the first big release of 2020, and I believe that it's a solid way to start the year. This is another attempt by Bandai to tell the story of Goku and the rest of the Z Fighters, but this time with a bit of a twist. It's a completely different take on it, and to be honest, it seems like the most interesting take since the Legacy of Goku series. It's so interesting that I've dropped everything that I had planned in terms of finishing other video games, and I've done nothing but prepare to experience this new video game adaptation. I'm personally hyped, and the closer to the release date, the more hype I get, because I'm ready to experience something new, not only with Goku, but everyone else, especially you guys, so you can sub and watch the playthrough on release. But I knew my reasons for wanting to experience this game, but I was curious about others, so I asked, why buy Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? And we'll dive into these answers right now. I was also curious to find out what you guys were thinking on this new take, so comment down below what you're most excited about in terms of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and tell me when you first encountered or got into Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. I got a lot of mixed answers of why anybody would buy the game, and I feel like everybody made good points, and it leads to more questions that need to be answered by this game, so let's get into this first response. Shattered Saiyan said, honestly, I just love pretty much everything about the game that we've seen so far. It's going to go through the entire story, not just the important parts. It has some new quests that will explain previously unexplained things. While I'm not sure what they are yet, it's still exciting. The graphics look absolutely beautiful. It's the closest we'll ever get to a proper open world Dragon Ball game. Destructible environments, while not being anything new, are always nice. With that said, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looks incredible, and I'm looking forward to playing it. And I agree 100%. From the graphics to the new parts, new quests that they are gonna, explain things that they haven't before. Which actually, Infernatus, I believe that's how you pronounce that, kind of dove a bit deeper into. He said they actually explain how Vegeta unlocked his Super Saiyan. I mean, they could put that in the game, and I would like to see that when he took Bulma's spaceship into deep space and purposely trapped himself into a meteor storm, to where if he didn't destroy like every meteor that was coming, it would destroy his ship, trap him, and kill him. And that would be something cool to see. Like, Vegeta is my second favorite character in the whole anime, and I feel like he doesn't get his credit sometimes, and that, like, just seeing him go through that, because he just wanted to one up Goku or be on that level, you know what I'm saying, be seen as an actual Saiyan elite, and I feel like that is a very good way to show that, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, for sure, like it adds to some of that hype. Something new is gonna come, like it's just something new. It's new in this Dragon Ball. You don't get new often because they are forever rehashing this story, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, on to the next thing. Now, I got a lot of responses from people who had never played a Dragon Ball game, and I feel like this could definitely be a nice entry point for people like that, because they don't have that same feeling that some people like that have played the story over and over and over. So it's like they get to experience the entire anime. Like, even the tagline is, you've seen the anime, now play it. They get to play it. And for newcomers, it doesn't leave them in the dark anymore. You got the purists, and then you got the newcomers, and now they can be on that same level to a degree because they get all the information, hopefully. So I feel like for newcomers, this will be a great game, especially if you're into action RPGs. So that's definitely a reason to get into it and get it, you know what I'm saying? On to the next one. Rockman82 said, because I've been wanting a big Dragon Ball adventure game since Dragon Ball Online went down. Xenoverse kind of scratched the itch in the way that it borrowed concepts from Dragon Ball Online. The adventure part wasn't there though. I do eventually want another Dragon Ball MMO like DBO, so Kakarot will do for now. I'm also excited to see the story finally told as complete as possible in one game. The Legacy of Goku games are still some of my favorite games to represent the franchise. I'm hoping to add Kakarot to that list. So, a lot of people also did mention the Legacy of Goku games, which were amazing, and I feel like, man, this could this could be something good. You know, they actually have a competent development team behind the game. It looks nice, and you can't F up the story because it's already been written and it's already been done so many times. Like, how do you mess that up? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's getting fans from different genres of games, like an MMO person or a fighting person, you know, everybody's able to get their hands on this game and like a particular part of it. So it's kind of interesting, to say the least. And I hope that it does cater to each and every person's needs. But you know what I'm saying? I say don't expect too much if you're just solely one type of person. If you're solely into fighting games, you know it's not gonna be like heavy as extensive as fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't expect that. I think the best comparison would be kind of almost like a Xenoverse thing. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty close to Xenoverse. And he said, I've never played Dragon Ball Online, but he said that it's close. He's hoping that it's gonna represent the franchise well. So I feel like it will though. Leon Vinces, wow. Leon said, well, he said everything that everybody else was saying, you know. You get everything. The graphics, the soundtrack, and Gohan at 16, cool. But what stood out to me in this one was the fact that he said the potential. So with the potential, like, it does feel different. When Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 dropped, it was just, man, you know, it's another Dragon Ball game, cool. Especially with Xenoverse 2, because I mean, I personally only got Xenoverse 2 because of an accident. Like, something happened and I ended up purchasing it. Cool. But this game has so much potential. For one, it's not competing with anything as of right now. It has a cool 6 days for me because of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, but it's not. It's kicking off the year. It's something fresh. It hasn't done this before, and the fact that we have so much resources. Well, excuse me, so many resources. This game can be either really big or really bad. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, it has so much potential, and I want to get like, I want to be like, I think it's gonna have this, and I want it to have this, and blah blah blah. But like, I don't want to, you know, get my hopes high just for it to fall. I'm trying to stay level-headed. I'm hyped, but level-headed. You know what I'm saying? But it does have a lot of potential, and hopefully it delivers. Now, the rest of the comments were pretty much the same, much of the same. Just, you know, it looks good. It's an RPG, new direction. But there were also a lot of negative comments, and well, like, that's good. You know, you should have, you know, some criticisms and some negativity. That's how you know you're doing something right. And this game, I feel like it's just not gonna, you know, hit certain people's buttons. And I did get a lot of those responses. It was like people just outright weren't interested. And for some people, it will take a review or, you know, a price drop. But it definitely has my attention. And if it has yours, comment down below what you're looking forward to the most in this game. Tell me your favorite character in Dragon Ball. If it's a Saiyan, like. If it's not a Saiyan, like. Because mine is Frieza, greatest villain of all time, and I can't wait to see him go full power. And that brings me to another subject: DLC. So me and my friend Tyler, you might know him as Kuzo Productions. If you don't know him, go check him out. I'll link his channel in the description. But we were talking about DLC and how we could see them adding DLC to the game, you know, adding on like Battle of Gods and but Resurrection F, the Tournament of Power, like just adding on that stuff is DLC. And I mean, it's Bandai, why not? They, you know, they want money, and I feel like that would be kind of cool to get new chapters and new arcs through DLC. I would like it in base game, but obviously, you know, they have to make money. They have to make more money, you know? So, tell me what you guys would like to see as far as DLC. Would you like to see some what if scenarios as DLC, or would you like it to stay strictly, you know, from Dragon Ball Z onward? Would you like them to have some Dragon Ball, like start from Dragon Ball and then would you like GT? I mean, nobody liked GT, but at least like seeing a Super Saiyan 4 appearance in the game would be, you know, fire, right? But that's all that's it for this video. I just wanted to get some more discussion before this game comes out. I'm definitely looking forward to buying it. And if you are too, let me know down below why you're buying it. These people let me know, so why don't you get in on it too? And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and be ready for this gameplay when it drops. I'm definitely gonna go heavy on it, so be on the lookout. But until next time, peace.